everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks. It's the Steelers going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Dotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. Everybody gets them amped up as they go forward.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And a look at the defense now. Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll cut it. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he'll push his way up to about the 14. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And the back goes into motion. He'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He'll try again with the arm here. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dive. Back to throw here. On the move to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now out come the Giants. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And the wide out in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
2nd down following the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pick. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they'll go on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 yards to go here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, this one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
Let's see if they can figure that out right here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Play clock winding down. Out of the gun now on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a seconder before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And that is incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One receiver left, two to the right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he goes back. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3 yards to go on second down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw again. Looking left sideline, is complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants win the football game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They